So, I'm not going to spend the time talking about what we've already heard over the last couple days. Everything everyone has said about how good of a person Charlie is. I 100% stand behind everything about who he was, what he stood for, and why this is such a tragedy. I'm not necessarily going to go into that. I'm not even going to talk about the shooter. I'm going to do my best to not even talk about the left and, how things have transpired because of their messaging and what they're pushing out to their followers. What I actually want to talk about, now that I've had time to calm down, time to really think and digest what has happened, I think I finally understand when people say and use the word surreal. I think that was, the day of Charlie's death. I was like, this isn't true. Just saw one article pop up, and then two articles, three, and over time, then we end up learning of his passing, and it's like, wow, you just felt off. Something felt really off, and then, like many of you probably felt sadness. Definitely a lot of anger, frustration. If I would have had made a video the following day, I probably would have said a lot of dark and hateful things, some of which I think still reside within me, but I'm a little bit more reserved and in control of those now because of what I've seen, and this is actually what I want to talk about. It's no surprise that Charlie had a big effect on people all across America and the world. He was especially good at reaching at the youth and, really diving into what they're going through and kind of explaining his vision, his ideas, because we all know that, the left has had its hand on the education system, and let's just say it, they've kind of been brainwashing them for quite some time now, and Charlie went in there to combat that because I think he understood that these children are going to grow up, they're going to become the leaders, and if they're poisoned the way that people have been poisoned now, our country is going to be in a really dark place. So I think he went to fight against that evil. He wanted to convert people back to the right side of logic and understanding of where we're supposed to be as a country. But now, had a couple days, and I could see the way the gears are turning here, and something wonderful was happening. Because in that dark day, there was a spark. That spark becomes an ember, and now it's becoming a flame. Not only was Charlie a warrior fighting on behalf of, the conservative America patriotism and his faith, I think he was also given the spirit of the phoenix. For those that don't know, the phoenix is a mythological bird that symbolizes immortality, resurrection, and renewal. It also often represents hope and the possibility of a fresh start. And I think with Charlie's passing, the phoenix spirit within him does what the phoenix does, and eventually it will die, and through its ashes it will be reborn. And I think that's what we're seeing. I see it a lot. I see it all across YouTube. Of course, the demons are still in there, but the people that love Charlie expressing their love for Charlie. Those who may have not agreed with Charlie still providing their condolences, and that he didn't deserve this. We have people young and old providing stories of how he was a mentor, how he inspired them, how he gave them strength to stand in their own beliefs, whether it be religious or political. Stories of young children saying, I cried when he passed that day, or when I found out. We have people saying that now they're finally going back to church. You have people saying, I picked up my Bible the first time in years. You have people, adults, saying that their child never knew who Charlie was and now are watching his videos nonstop. And this isn't just in America, it's across the entire globe. I saw New Zealand haka perform for Charlie. You got people marching in the streets, London, UK, people in Australia grieving. All across the world, Charlie had a massive impact that I don't think we fully realized until now. Charlie's spirit, his beliefs, his faith, his message, and his patriotism did not die. It is being reborn in a new way. It is rising up. It's going to shine brighter, it's going to burn hotter, and it's going to soar further than I think anyone could imagine.